I'm late. I'm late. Sorry. I'm sitting outside. You get my glasses to go back to good color so I can see what I'm doing. Hi, Char. Hello, Lily. I completely forgot about this meeting. Anyways, sorry about that, y'all. Life happens. All right, thank you. So, sorry I'm late, y'all. Normally I don't do meetings on Thursdays, but today I am, so this is the first Thursday meeting, and I think I will be sticking with Thursday about this time. Not definite right now, but we'll see how it goes. Let my sponsor know. My sponsor is usually in the chat. Usually, not always. So, anyways, I'm Sandra and I'm an alcoholic. And again, I am sorry I'm late. Well, I'm not really late. Just a couple minutes. Whatever. Hi, Char. I'm glad you're here. I haven't been able to get you on a live stream. If you're not sure who Char is, Char Parks is, she does drawings and storytelling on her channel. So check it out. And Lily T is my twin sister. She does videos of her and Pee and sometimes me. But anyways, enough of that. My name's Sandra. I'm a recovering alcoholic. Let's get started, shall we? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, please be mindful in the chat. Not everybody here is an alcoholic or recovering alcoholic. They might just be here as a friend for someone, or whatever their reason in being here is. That's perfectly fine. I do put in the description the page, the book, the name of what we're reading, and all of that good stuff. So, I get my Steps and Traditions out of the front of the Steps and Traditions book, which is what we're reading right now. So, thank you, Char. 1. We admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. 2. Came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over the care of God as we understood Him. 4. Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5. Admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6. We're entirely ready to have God remove all these defective characters. 7. Humbly ask Him to remove our shortcomings. 8. Made a list of all persons we had harmed and become willing to make amends to them all. 9. may direct the means to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10. Continue to take personal inventory and when wrong, promptly admit it. 11. Sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. 12. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all these affairs. Traditions. 1. Our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends on AA unity. 2. For our group purpose, there is but one ultimate authority, a loving God, as He may express Himself in our group conscience. Our leaders are but trusted servants. They do not govern. 3. The only requirement for AA membership is the desire to stop drinking. 4. Each group should be autonomous except in matters affecting other groups or AA as a whole. 5. Each group has but one primary purpose, to carry its message to the alcoholic who still suffers. 6. An AA group ought never endorse, finance, lend the AA name to any related facility or outside enterprises, lest problems of money, property, and prestige divert us from our primary purpose. 7. Every AA group ought to be fully self-supporting, declining outside contributions. 8. Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. 9. AA as such ought never be organized, but we may create service boards or committees directly responsible to those they serve. 10. Alcoholics Anonymous has no opinion on outside issues, hence the AA name ought never be drawn into public controversy. 11. Our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, and films. 12. Anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personalities. That one is a tongue tire, for sure. We are on tradition 6. An AA group ought never endorse, finance, lend the AA name to any related facility or outside enterprises, lest problems of money, property, and prestige divert us from our primary purpose. The moment we saw that we had an answer for alcoholism, it was reasonable, or so it seemed at the time, for us to feel that we might have the answer to a lot of other things. The AA groups many thought could go into business might finance in any enterprise, whatever in the total field of alcoholism. In fact, we felt duty-bound to throw the whole weight of AA name behind any meritorious cause. Here are some of the things we dreamed. Hospitals didn't like alcoholics, so we thought we'd build a hospital chain of our own. People needed to be told that alcoholism was or tell what alcoholism was, so we'd educate the public, even rewrite school and medical textbooks. We'd gather up dialects from Skid Row, sort out those who could get well, and make it possible for the rest to earn their livelihood in a kind of quarantine confinement. Maybe these places would make large sums of money to carry on our other good works. We seriously thought of rewriting the laws of the land and having it declared that alcoholics are sick people. No more would they be jailed. Judges would parole them in our custody. We'd spill excuse me, AA into the dark regions of dope addiction. And criminality. We'd form groups of depressive and paranoid folks. The deeper the neurosis, the better we'd like it. It stood to reason that if alcoholism could be licked, so could any problem. It occurred to us that we could take what we had into the factories and cause laborers and capitalists to love each other. Our uncompromising honesty might soon clean up politics. With one arm around the shoulder of religion and the other around the shoulder of medicine, we'd resolve their differences. Having learned to live so happily, we'd show everybody else how. Why we thought our Society of Alcoholics Anonymous might prove to be the spearhead of a new spiritual advance. We might transform the world. Yes, we of AA did dream those dreams. How natural that was. Since most alcoholics are bankrupt, idealists, nearly every one of us had wished to do great good, perform great deeds, and embody great ideals. We are all perfectionists who, failing perfection, have gone to the other extreme and settled for the bottle and the blackout. Providence, through AA, had brought us within reach of our highest expectations. So why shouldn't we share our way of life with everyone? Whereupon we tried AA hospitals. They all bogged down because you cannot put an AA group into business. Too many busybody cooks spoil the broth. AA groups had their fling at education, and when they began to publicly whoop up the merits of this or that brand, people became confused. Did AA fix drunks, or was it an educational project? Was AA spiritual, or was it medical? Was it a reform movement? In concentration, we saw ourselves getting married to all kinds of enterprises, some good and some not so good. Watching alcoholics committed willy-nilly to prisons and or asylums, we began to cry. There ought to be a law. AAs commenced to thump tables in legislative committee rooms and agitated for legal reform that made good newspaper copy, but little else. We saw we'd soon be mirrored in politics. Even inside AA, we found it imperative to remove the AA name from clubs and 12-step houses. These adventures implanted a deep-rooted conviction that in no circumstances could we endorse any related enterprises, no matter how good. We of Alcoholics Anonymous could not be all things to all men, nor should we try. Years ago, this principle of no endorsement was put to a vital test. Some of the great distilling companies proposed to go into the field of alcohol education. It would be a good thing, they believed, for the liquor trade to show a sense of public responsibility. They wanted to say that liquor should be enjoyed, not misused. Hard drinkers ought to slow down, and problem drinker alcoholics should not drink at all. In one of their trade associations, the question arose of just how this campaign should be handled. Of course, they would use the resources of radio, press, and film to make their point. But what kind of person should head the job? They immediately thought of Alcoholics Anonymous. If they could find a good public relations man in our ranks, why wouldn't he be ideal? He certainly knows the problem. His connection with AA would be valuable because the fellowship stood high in public favor and hadn't an enemy in the world. Soon they spotted their man, an AA with the necessary Hi, Banjo Girl. Necessary experience straightway he appeared at New York's AA headquarters asking, "Is there anything in our traditions that suggests I shouldn't take a job like this one?" The kind of education seemed good to me and is not too controversial. Do you headquarters folks see any bugs in it? At first glance, it did look like a good thing. Then doubt crept in. The association wanted to use our members' full name in all its advertising. He was to be described both as its director of publicity and as a member of Alcoholics Anonymous. Of course, there couldn't be a the slightest objection if such an association hired an AA member solely because of his public relations ability and his knowledge of alcoholism. But that wasn't the whole story. For in this case, not only was an AA member to break his anonymity at a public level, he was to link the name Alcoholics Anonymous to this particular educational project in the minds of millions. It would be bound to appear that AA was now backing education liquor trade association style. The minute we saw this compromising fact for what it was, we asked the prospective publicity director how he felt about it. Great guns, he said. Of course, I can't take the job. The ink wouldn't be dry on the first ad before an awful shriek would go up from the dry camp. They'd be out with lanterns looking for an honest AA to plump for their brand of education. AA would land exactly in the middle of the wet-dry controversy. Half the people in the country would think we'd signed up with the dries. The other half would think we joined the wets. What a mess. Nevertheless, we pointed out, you still have a legal right to take this job. I know that, he said, but this is no time for legalities. Alcoholics Anonymous saved my life, and it comes first. I certainly won't be the guy to land AA in big-time trouble, and this would really do it. Concerning endorsements, our friend had said it all. We saw as never before that we could not lend the AA name to any cause other than our own. And that is exactly what I'm doing. It's our cause as alcoholics to pass it to the next one. And that's how we get people to know about AA and how we keep our own personal anonymity and others in our group as it should be their own. It should not be drawn into any controversy of any kind. And granted, I do have 2 names on my YouTube. I am Hawkins Family Adventures, but my AA comes first, and that's all that I can do. And hi, Risa. Good to see you here. Maybe I'll get to see you more. Oh, thank you. My sister painted them. So, yeah. But to keep your anonymity and all of that and have AA go as what it is to help us, to help them. And by us being sober and living life on life terms and using our steps and reading our literature and all of those things, no, I'm not perfect at reading, as you can tell. I don't know half the words or what they mean, but I make them what it means to me and how I see it. And let me tell you, almost 11 years ago, I would not be sitting here and telling you all about AA. I would not be even probably sitting here, period. But I am, And it's a good cause because without having the AA help and the people in the rooms to help me get through those hard days, I'd be back out there already. I got sober once and I was sober for a year and I went right back out. And let me tell you, that was enough to scare me because I didn't come back down off of the alcohol for quite a while. I think I drank for another 2 years. Right there, real close to 2 years. Hey, Tony. And that was what I take from being an AA person and sharing it here and everywhere. When I started understanding what the AA group was and what it should be and how I'm supposed to use it and what ways I could use it to help myself, I had been already, I'd been sober for a while before I got AA. And without AA, I wouldn't be sitting here. That's for darn sure. But to keep I did do this on accident, by the way. I did out somebody on accident. Me and Gabe were both. And I got called out about it, and I didn't understand what it meant by not saying things to other people about somebody else's sobriety journey and all of that. That's why when I started doing it here on YouTube, I made sure to let everybody know that if you are new here and you don't feel comfortable having your name in the chat, don't chat. Just hit a like button, subscribe and be here for many more. And watch the old ones. They're all under, that is my, they're all in one spot. And, because I started doing these meetings here, I want to say 3 years ago. I think it's been about 3 years, 2 or 3 years. Hey, girlie, I see you there. Good to see you here. You gotta let me know if you're going to that concert or not. But AA has helped so many people. And going through the first time of being sober and going back out, I can vouch that you don't start all over. It's not day one for you. When you're trying to get that drink, let me tell you, it's real. I thought, all right, good, I'm kicking it, right? I've told this story half a bazillion times already, but I'm going to tell it many, many, many more. All right, thank you. But, so one of my friends that's in the chat, I was at work and I said I'm a recovering alcoholic. She knew that pretty much from day one. And, being word another person, it helped other people. But so, and I did have that. I've made it a year. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have one drink. One. Wrong. Very wrong. Because down I went. Just like that. One drink. That's all it took. And I was out there for 2 years after that. Just drinking away. All by myself. Didn't have a care in the world. Didn't matter if I just whatever. But having AA in my life has changed a lot. It's changed me from who I was then and drinking to having my voice and not getting pissed off over stupid shit. Sometimes I do. I'm not going to say I'm perfect because I'm never perfect. But I can say today and be honest, I am 100% sober and I plan to stay that way. Now, can I guarantee it? No. The reason you don't guarantee it is because then you set yourself up for that failure. I've already went there. I don't want to go there again. It's not fun. I don't want to be that person anymore, ever. I had nobody that wanted to spend any amount of time with me and listen to me cry and be a butthole about everything, wanting everything my way or the highway, and that's not how life works. Now I have AA as my way, and having sober friends, sober family members, still helping others, trying to help others. I still have family that drinks excessively, way too much. And watching their kids go through what they go through every day is very hard. Watching an alcoholic do the things that we do or did. I know I was an ass to my kids. My kids were teenagers and I was just all whatever. I'm just sitting here by myself anyways. Might as well make it fun for myself. So you bust your face on the stove. Then you pop the emergency room all night. Get code red called on you 3 times. Yeah, that was my night. That was the first time I got sober. And I said my sister did it. My sister didn't touch me. And I don't remember saying that. But yes, not all the time that I was drinking was bad. Not all of it. Some of it was just plain stupid. Like headbutting a brick wall. For a frog. To put him in the men's bathroom. In the sink. Leaving the water running. Yeah, I did that. Yep, I did. Luckily, it wasn't a rattlesnake because they were over there too. Husband should have never said anything about that frog. Ever. Don't tell me there's a frog. I'm not scared of frogs. But who I was then and who I am now, too different. It's day and night. I'm so different, and I can tell that I'm very different. And yes, I still have those days where I think, I'm going to go get me that drink. And then I'm like, oh, no, you ain't. You're going to talk to somebody today. Yeah, I still do that. You can ask anybody in the chat. My sponsor, my friend, I will call literally everybody before I go out and drink. I will go down and bang on my sister's door until she opens it. I will call my mother and say, come get me. I'm going crazy and I'm going to go drink. My mom don't drive anymore, so, you know. But that's what AA's taught me to do. If I'm having that day where I'm having those thoughts, I need to call somebody. And that's what AA's done. And being able to know that, and one of my sponsors, I've had two. One of my sponsors, she's passed away. She was every day on me. Use your voice. Don't stop. Keep going. And so I do. I keep going. And I'm going to keep going for the rest of my life. Yelling the AA name because, you know, without them and the people in the rooms, I wouldn't be sitting here. I wouldn't be doing these meetings. I wouldn't be talking to a sponsor. I wouldn't be talking to my friends. I'd be out there probably getting drunk. Or gone, you know. Took my route out. And I am glad I have the support of my steps, my family, my friends, my YouTube friends, because everybody that is subscribed to my channel knows that I'm a recovering alcoholic. And they know that that's what I'm going to be for the rest of my life, and I've accepted that. And a lot of people have a hard time accepting that. And, you know, for me, I said I was an alcoholic before I ever got sober. I grew up knowing that I could become that person. Because that's what my father was, my birth father, that is. I saw a lot of alcohol growing up. And I fought my whole entire life, always saying in the back of my mind, I'm not ever going to become that alcoholic. And I hit 30 and there it went. And there I came, the alcoholic. Yeah, I drank before that, but it was only on fun. You know, not a daily thing. And, you know, we live and learn, and some of us don't ever get out, and that's sad. Because there is help everywhere. And I see all these people out on the streets these days, and it's like, if I could reach one, just one, and let them know that there is a better life than what they're doing right now, I'd be happy just to help. By sharing that there is help and helping, you know, just giving them the tools that they need to be able to know that there's meetings absolutely everywhere. I think they even got them on cruise ships. And if they don't, look it up. It's easy. Just look it up. And something I always tell everybody is you have to want it for the right reason. And the right reason is for you. Not for your kid, not for your grandparent, not for your parent, not for any other reason but you. You have to want to fix you. And you have to come first. And your sobriety has to come first. That's why this comes first. To me, on just nature. Every place that I have worked, I have said I'm a recovering alcoholic, and people have overheard me. And guess what? That's fine by me. If I'm helping somebody, it's a good day. And like Cheryl says, if you see somebody without a smile, give them yours. And it's true. Give them that smile and give them that hope. and let them know that somebody actually saw them today. Because not everybody has that. Not everybody has somebody to say, hey, I'm here. I see you and I hear you. I have those days where that's my oldest to just walk by and wave. There's a blur. But I think Monday I'm going to go fishing. And maybe stop by and see my sponsor. I don't know, though. Maybe. She's probably upset with me. I went fishing the other day and I didn't stop. I just kept going. But there's videos coming up. They're all shorts, but be watching for those. They are. I got mirror image. Yes. In a video, I already uploaded that one. So, but yeah, I go fishing to clear my head of sitting here, being in my own head. I just go and sit on the bank. I don't care if I'm catching anything or not. And you know, that's where I find my peace, is fishing. Fishing is my relaxing. And sobriety is my life. Yeah. Cheryl, yes. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate all that you do also. Oh, I know I do. I know I do. People tell me all the time that I'm helping people. And it's nice to know that I do help people, because never in my life did I think that I would help people like how I am now. And in a way, I'm kind of glad that I became that alcoholic, because I am who I am now. And I know that's where I want to be. Even on my bad days, my good days, missing my dogs. But yes, even being a recovered alcoholic, you still have your up days, your down days, your I don't want to do days, But another important thing I learned from somebody in those rooms was always have a way out. And if you are at a friend's or anywhere, just have your way out, have your escape route. That's one thing that I've learned that I actually do to this day now is, hi Gia. I usually will take my husband to work, so I have my car, so I have a way out if I'm going somewhere or going to be somewhere. Because you never know when things are going to happen. And so, for me, there are subjects that I kind of like to argue about, but some of them we get really heated into. And when I gotta go, I gotta go. I'm like, see ya. Gotta have your escape route. Make sure you have an exit plan. And you never know when that's going to be. So, you know. But, so I think I'm going to keep doing meetings on Thursdays. So I have Sundays free. Because right now Sundays are the only days I have with my husband because he's working a lot of hours. I think this weekend's his last weekend of overtime. I'm not definite, but and for the next. So I will do another AA meeting on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then I will do another one on this coming Thursday, right? Yeah, this coming Thursday. And then I'll do one on the following Tuesday, but I will not be doing one on the Thursday. Lily knows the date, but we are going on a vacay. I need away from this city. Oh my goodness, this place is driving me crazy. Driving me crazy. Yes, and my brother-in-law's been sober for over a year. I'm so happy and glad that he is sober, and I'm glad that he has found his sobriety and doing what he can to keep sobriety. But yeah. If you have any questions, I can answer questions. Oh, cool, Gia. Dang, girl. But sobriety is achievable. It is 100%. That was my husband walking by. But it is achievable, and you can keep sober. And I'm here to tell you, every day is not easy, but it gets easier. And learning that there is help and knowing that there's a place you can go to get that help. You just have to want the sobriety for yourself and for the reasons that you do it for you. Was I nervous going to my first live meeting? My AA meeting live? Yes, I was. I was really nervous. Really, really nervous. I didn't know what people were going to say. Yes, I was very nervous. But then I had some good friends tell me that there's people watching and that I'm helping. And so I just continued to go. And I continue to keep going and keep sharing that sobriety is achievable. Yes, I was very nervous. Very, very nervous. But I asked people too. I'm like, so what do you think about me doing AA on YouTube? And my friend's like, I don't know about that. She's one of my good friends now from here on YouTube. And I was like, yeah, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I was just wondering, if you thought would be an idea, what's your thoughts on it? And she told me flat out that she wasn't sure, and people can be mean, but after that, I was like, I'm going for it. I'm just gonna get up here and share it, and the same as all my workplaces, I've said I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've told the bosses face to face. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Lily is my identical twin. Yes, she is. There is really two of us. And yes, we look alike. You used to be able to tell us apart because one wore glasses and the other one didn't. But now we both wear glasses. So yeah. Uh, yes. We are identical twins. She's 2 minutes older, so she'll be 50 before me. But yeah. Um Sobriety is doable. It's achievable, and you can keep it. Sure, we have done. We've done videos together. She's been on. A lot of people didn't believe that we were twins. They thought that I was going and changing my clothes to bring my twin up. No, not happening. No. So I brought her up on panel, and then people were like, "Oh, they are twins." Yes, I was not lying. I was being truthful and honest. We are twins. Yes, we met on Ava's channel. Right, Shannon? Right? Yeah. Nobody nobody believed me. Yeah, we're identical. Everything's the same. We have the same nose ring, same side. We both have the tops of our ears pierced. Um, we have this is a matching tattoo. This is a matching tattoo. But hers is up on her arm up here. We have a lily on our left leg. Mine is pink and blue in the middle. And then Lily's is blue with pink in the middle. And it says sisters in it. I think that's it. But she got her tattoo first. Her first tattoo she got before I got my first one. But I got the bigger one, so. Yeah, I like her posts. I like Cheryl's posts too. Yeah. But anyway, guys. Yep, our DNA is exactly the same. Exactly the same. The only difference is our fingerprint. Our fingerprints and toe prints are different. Otherwise, it's all the same. And we're both going great. So, I don't know if she has the same dimples, but. All right. Love you, lady. Thank you for being here. Be safe. I want the painting in pink. All right. Have a good one, Cheryl. But I'm going to say the Serenity Prayer and then go get my dinner. So, I love you guys. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. Love you guys. Stay safe out there. And remember, stay sober.